Welcome to another episode of Repeater.
We are back and better than ever.
Oh, 100% better than ever. This episode was recorded live at our live home, QED, in Astoria, Queens. And our guest is New York-based comedian and writer for The Tonight Show, Jo Firestone.
And our musical guest this time is Gillian Visco, a.k.a. Shadow Monster.
We talked to Jo about King Floyd's Groove Me, and Gillian covers it.
And it's excellent. I wasn't familiar with this song before. It's so much fun, and I'm happy it's in my life now.
So happy. You know what else would make us happy is if you take just a moment when you're done listening to this episode to rate and review our show. Just leave a little review.
I'm going to go so far as to say give us a lot of a review. 5 stars would be nice. And, say some nice things about me, about Evan, about just, how your day's going. It all helps.
Yeah, do what Pat said. That's what we want. We want the biggest review, the biggest rating you can possibly give. Yeah, that's what we want. Don't be mean. But thanks for being here. This is Repeater. She's a writer for The Tonight Show and truly, I think, one of the most incredible comedic minds in New York City. Please welcome to the stage, Jo Firestone. Hey, Jo.
I brought a snack.
Awesome.
That was a really big buildup. I really don't feel like I'm going to live up to that. But
That's fine.
Okay.
That's just my personal
I
opinion.
just wanted to get that out there.
Sure.
You're going to be disappointed. Okay. Is this nice? This is so nice. This is a nice Sunday show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of...
I'm glad you brought your popcorn for it.
Well,
Yeah.
I do feel like this was the wrong choice, but I got it too quickly.
Yeah.
I made an impulse decision that was a bad choice. And now I'm going to eat popcorn on a podcast, which is probably... I feel
That
like...
might be a first.
Can I turn towards you guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want... I can hold
Okay.
any of your snacks or drinks.
Okay.
I can help with this.
Yeah.
We can rotate.
I'm just incompetent. Okay, here we go.
We got it.
Yep, there we go. Who cares how it happened? Now it's there. Okay.
We did it.
Great.
It's perfect.
And maybe the popcorn will get us into the ASMR space on podcasting.
Well,
so
yeah. Who cares how, Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just break down those doors.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
To get
For having
started,
me.
oh yeah, of course. We're going to talk about something we've been listening to recently. It can be anything.
Okay.
And Pat's going to start us off.
Sure. I had this whole thing worked up about the band Roswell Kid of the shirt that I'm currently wearing.
Mm-hmm.
But I woke up today and had Abba stuck in my head because we listened to the entire Abba Greatest Hits the other day. I'm not convinced I like Abba, but it's stuck in my head and I feel like it might be permanently.
Which song?
Take a Chance.
No, that's a good one.
That is a good one. Yeah.
Vindicated.
And then there's
Take a chance
Yeah.
on. Yep.
And then I like what's the one about men?
There's just one.
So the one, it's got like that. Nobody,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
guys. I'm working on my synth.
But if someone knows,
impressions.
shout it out.
Gimme.
Yeah.
That is about a man.
Yeah.
See,
Gimme.
I know things. So that's what I've been listening to.
They got divorced. There was 2 couples and they got divorced and they stayed together. The band?
Both couples got divorced?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's
I did not
crazy.
know that.
I didn't get that far in the Wikipedia entry.
Yeah. My friend went to the Abba Museum and told me that. Yeah.
Yes. I've
You went
heard
there?
that that's like a point of interest.
People love it. He got like 2 T-shirts.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't think I've ever gotten 2 T-shirts at a museum.
No, that's a lot of T-shirts for a museum visit.
Yeah.
I've been listening a lot to the Bruno Mars song "Versace on the Floor," which
Is that the one strawberry?
no, but it's the same album.
Okay.
That one is, I think,
Do you know what I like?
Yeah.
I know what you like.
that one.
What's it? Yeah.
That's that. No, Versace on the Floor is a bit slower, a little bit like slow to mid to slow tempo, and it's like a very sexy song. and I heard it at the deli across the street from our house for the first time. And it was like, it was one of these things where it was on the radio and I was literally like, what the fuck is this? This is good. And then my second thought was like, is this Bruno Mars? Am I feeling a Bruno Mars song right now at my deli? The answer was yes. And so I looked it up and I've been listening to it a lot. And it's really, really good. It's truly a song I can't relate to. About someone dropping their Versace dress on the floor so that you can make love. But
you'll get there
like
one day.
Yeah, because you'd hang yours up.
Yeah. It's too nice of a dress. Yeah. You can't just... I know. Yeah. It's got to go somewhere.
Of course. On a hanger.
Exactly. That's it. That's for me.
Yeah.
What have you been listening to lately, Joe?
Well, I recently realized, so I got this boyfriend and he loves music. He can't stop talking about it. And,
oh no.
Well, he's like always playing music in my house. And and then I just got mad at him for some reason. I was like, why don't you let me, I never get to pick the music. And he's like, pick the music, fine. And I realized that I live my life in silence. Like, I don't really know what to play. Like, I don't know really what to play at all. I never listen to anything. And so I don't literally, I listen to what he plays and I'm like, this is terrible. And he's like, no, this is good music. He told me it's good. And I do like a few songs. I guess I listen to the same songs over and over again. There's this one song called Oogum Boogum song.
Yeah.
It goes Oogum Boogum Oogum Boogum. And sometimes
who it's by?
It's by Brenton Wood.
Okay.
And
I don't know.
It's on his 17 greatest hits.
Nice.
And that one is pretty good. I like listening to that in the shower.
Nice. Does your boyfriend like that song?
He says it's fine.
This guy.
I know. He's like, he loves bands like, the Horse Guys or what. I don't know.
Yeah.
He loves.
There are like several horse bands, I think.
It's going to start. Oh.
There it is.
He's got a beautiful voice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Kind of about sex, but it's also about future planning.
Yeah, he's got the whole thing about like a house planned out and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love this part.
It's great.
He's got a lot of sex stuff in there, but he does care about the future. He wants it to be a long-term thing.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. I really like that song, actually. It's one of those songs I feel like everyone knows, and I think that's maybe true. Like, it's recognizable to a lot of people.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's a super common song.
Yeah. Yeah, those are two statements I agree with.
Yeah. But we're going to try to guess maybe why you chose the song.
Okay.
First.
I'm ready.
Pat, do you want to go first?
Do you want me to be harsh when you're wrong?
You don't have to tell. You can be harsh. Let us guess first and then be very harsh.
Okay, so you're both going to guess and I'm going to tell you that you're wrong in nice ways.
Or you could be mean
harsh
about it.
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Let me think. I think that you heard this song in a movie that you enjoyed as a child.
What movie?
I don't know. The Groove Me movie.
The Groove Me movie?
Mm-hmm.
It's a stretch, Pat.
That sounds like a Pixar thing. The Groove Me movie.
The Groovy movie.
It's the prequel to the Emoji movie.
Yeah. My guess is that this is a reoccurring song in your life. Like, you heard it once when you were little because your parents put it on in the house, and then you saw it in a movie, the Groove Me movie. And then, like, you had a friend that it was on, maybe, like, it was in their stereo in high school, and it would often come on. But to me, it's, like, one of those songs that is important to you only because it keeps popping up in life. That's my guess.
Okay.
And now, to be harsh on us.
All right, you fucking idiots. You're both. You're not that. I mean, you're wrong. Well, It's interesting that you would say that my parents played music. We grew up in silence, but I think that I like this song because when my friend and I first got our driver's licenses, my friend would drive around in this Lincoln Mark 8, which I don't know if it's very low to the ground. You're practically just on the ground, and and we would always just drive around until she got into a car accident or something, and but she like had one mixed CD, and this was on the mixed CD, and it was
nice.
like a real upper. It was I have fond memories of driving around to this song, and we would get into like a lot of car accidents, and like she was always driving into parked cars, but we're still best friends, so it's like
good.
it's a real good, it's a friendship song.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I love a good friendship song.
Yeah.
So was she like not a great driver? Is that
She's a
part-
really bad
she's a
driver,
really
but
bad driver.
she blamed it on the car. She said the car veered to the left. But I don't think that's like, the case at all. I don't think that's impossible.
That's like the most dangerous direction to veer.
Yeah.
In the U.S. at least. It's really you'd rather go to the right. Why didn't you ever drive?
No, I did drive sometimes, but my car. I shared a car with my brother, and he took out. It was a minivan, and he took out the middle seat so he could have sex with women in it. And I was too weak to put the middle seat back in, and so it just kind of had this essence of sex, and it was like really not my vibe. Like I would take freshmen to school, and they would be sitting all the way in the back, like it was some kind of weird limo service.
Yep.
But it was always like, I think we preferred the low to the ground, be in touch with the earth, that kind of thing.
Yeah, it keeps you grounded.
Yeah.
And avoids a very weird sex van that you might not otherwise want to be.
It was a real weird
driving.
sex van. Yeah.
What kind of van was it? What model?
It was a Chrysler Hunter Green
Ooh.
tan interior.
Yeah.
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 It was
I'm
pretty
picturing
good.
it.
I tried making out in it once, but it felt bad.
Did it feel bad because like your perception of what it is to make out in a van, or to feel bad because it was like that's what that van was used for by your brother?
I feel like it's the same question.
Everything. Yeah. Everything all at once.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why I separated them.
It's weird to have, I mean, I'm going to say this sentence, it's not going to go over well, but it's weird to have any kind of sexual anything where a sibling had that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know it weirded people out just to hear it. It's weird.
I think
It's weird. Did you guys know that your siblings fuck? It's so terrible.
yeah.
It's so
It's
terrible.
bad.
Everybody's
My brother
upset.
just had a kid, and so I'm well aware.
Oh my gosh,
that he's had sex.
Good sex. That's good.
Yeah. Productive.
They
Yeah,
did it.
really
Productive
good.
sex.
Yeah, you got that.
Yeah.
You got that powerful sperm in there.
Yeah.
It's strong.
I remember one time when I was in middle school, I think, and I went to like a wrestling tournament with a bunch of kids on like the JV high school squad.
What weight class were you?
I mean, at that age, I probably literally wrestled in like the 85-pound weight class. If I was in like 7th grade. Yeah.
You were 85 pounds?
I think I weighed 81 pounds in 7th grade. I didn't break 100 until between 8th grade and my freshman year of high school. So
Were
then I
you
wrestled
so
103
happy?
for 2 years
Were you
straight.
so happy to break 100?
We literally had a party. my friend Jonathan
That's
Lawrence
wonderful.
threw me a party because I broke 100 pounds. Yeah.
Wow.
I was a little guy.
You were a little guy. Were you a little guy?
I was a scrawny guy, yeah, but I don't think I was that tiny.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, no, I was scrawny up until college, and then I don't know. I lived in Rochester, so garbage plates happened.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. No, my friend went to school in Rochester. He talked about this food. Yeah, is it garbage plate?
Yeah,
That's its thing.
It's like it's gravy, chili. Chili?
it's
Gravy.
what is it? Macaroni salad,
Oh.
home fries,
Oh, come on. Stop.
2 cheeseburgers,
It's not even.
2 cheeseburgers with
Or-
bun? Bun?
no
Bun?
bun.
No bun.
I think you could probably request a bun if you really wanted. Or hot dogs, or fried chicken, or waffles, I think they did at some places. And then meat sauce.
Is that like red sauce? Like a spaghetti sauce?
No,
with meat?
this is more like like when you cook with ground beef and use a lot of oil and then scrape that off?
No.
Yeah, like a gravy.
I'm sorry.
That went over worse than the sibling sex thing.
Yeah.
There's a slinger in St. Louis where I'm from.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit more appetizing. It's a piece of bread covered in breakfast potatoes and two hamburger or sausage patties, and then covered in gravy and cheese.
Yeah.
Sounds okay.
It's pretty bad. I really got just. I was a waitress and I would serve it in the morning, and I couldn't believe people started their day like that.
Were there regulars who would start many days like that?
Yeah.
That seems tough.
Yeah, I guess. It was more popular on the weekends. When people got blasted.
Right.
Yeah.
Come back. Soak it up.
Yeah, that's kind of like the fame of the garbage plate, right?
Yeah.
Hangover food.
Well, you would go out and get it in the middle of the night, and then save the rest for the morning. So it's called a garbage plate.
Yeah,
what do you want?
I don't know what people's expectations are really like high for a thing named after trash.
Also, I didn't make it.
In college, we used to go dumpster diving at the Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh yeah,
and we used to like camp out and wait for the person to throw out the donuts, and then we'd go in there and get them. And we ate. I remember we'd put down newspaper and eat them like animals, like on the ground. It was so gross.
Trash bags full of donuts.
Yeah, it was so disgusting, and they were like covered in coffee grounds.
Yeah.
It was so gross. And I remember we all ate like 8 to 12 donuts, and we were all just. And we were all like so gross. And then the next morning, I saw my friend. We'd thrown out the stuff we didn't want, and I saw my friend go out to the trash again.
Oh, no.
Double dip.
And it was like the saddest thing. But we'd all done it the night before. What's the point? What's the difference?
Yeah. We one time in college got involved in some version of a prank war with a neighboring townhouse. And one of their things was that they waited outside of Dunkin' Donuts for like 2 nights straight and got, I don't know, like 4 trash bags full of donuts and crullers and all that stuff, and then dumped them on our back porch. But when we like found them, we just sat out there and ate them.
Yeah.
like that was like what we did that night. Was ate donuts off our porch.
It sounds like a Seth Rogen movie, and Seth Rogen lives in your house.
Yeah. Yeah, because something bad happens. He's like, well, just roll with it. Yep.
That was a good impression.
Thanks. Yeah.
Can you do Seth Rogen?
Let's try. Yeah, I guess we'll just roll with it. No. I tried the synth. I tried Seth Rogen. I'll get one of these.
Yeah, maybe you could do
just anybody else in one of those movies.
Maybe you should do someone that nobody knows the sound of their voice. Like, can you do an impression of Wayne Gretzky?
Hello, it's me, Wayne Hockey Boy Gretzky.
No.
Well, yeah, no, that was really spot on. That actually sounds a lot like him.
Good job, Pat. Yeah. I think we should come back to
Garbage
the siblings.
plates.
No, the siblings thing. But the beginning of that tangent was I went to a wrestling tournament one time, and all these kids were like, "Oh, you're little Barden, right? You're like Colin's brother." I said, yeah. And they're like, "Oh, that dude, he's got kids he doesn't know about." And he was probably like a junior in high school.
Oh man,
It's a weird thing to hear.
Yeah, did he settle down?
Oh yeah.
Well, he's the one that just had a baby.
He just had a baby. Yeah.
Oh, he's good at sex, huh?
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like.
That's good.
Yeah. But I try not to like think about it.
Yeah, you don't have to think about it. I'll think about it.
Can lift that burden for
Yeah,
me.
no, I'll think about it. I'll think about it tonight.
Watch out.
Yeah. I'll email you later, but I thought about it all night.
Don't concern yourself. I've took care of it.
Went out to the dumpster, got some donuts.
Mm-hmm.
It was a great night.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's all I can think about.
My brother was really cool.
Yeah.
He's really cool. I was really not. I'm not. He's way cooler than me. Even now,
Yeah.
he's way cooler than me.
What's like his what made him cool in high school? What makes him cool now?
Like I remember in high school, like he got he used to do this thing where he double patty. where he'd like take the hot chicken sandwich and unwrap one and put one of the patties on his chicken sandwich. So he'd have 2 meats for one sandwich, and he'd pay for the price of one.
Ooh.
So he was like grifting them, you know?
Yeah, he's a grifter. And then I remember one time he was always doing pranks, and one time he stole all the chocolate pudding from the school district for the whole year. And it ended up in our basement.
That's a lot.
It was a lot of fucking pudding. I mean, I didn't know that we went through it like that, you know, but that school district really went through pudding like that, like crazy.
And did he manage to like work through it himself?
No, it was like, no, you couldn't. It was like, it must have been like maybe 100 gallons of pudding, and he had to return them all.
Oh, he got caught.
Yeah.
Were they like in the little snack packs, or were they just like?
No, they're in paint cans.
Of course.
That's what we're feeding our children.
Mm-hmm.
We're feeding our
Did he,
children
like-
from paint cans.
Use the minivan in that heist?
Yep. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a multi-purpose van.
Mhm. Yeah.
that's smart.
Mhm.
I had a van at one point.
You did?
Yeah.
Did you have
Um,
sex in it?
I did once later, like towards the end of my time with it. And it was very unplanned. Like that wasn't like I'd never intended to make love in that van.
It was love.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it didn't feel so romantic at the time because it was a van. But I frequently had the back seat out of that van.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
It was urgent?
Yeah. Kind of.
Okay.
It felt like there was no other way to have sex that weekend. And a weekend's a very long time to let pass, you know.
Yeah, of course.
When you're I think I was 22.
All right.
Sure.
Yeah.
Got to get to it.
Yes. But I frequently did not have the back seat in that van. And that was never a time when lovemaking or making out even occurred in that van. But the seat lived in my college dorm room. That was my couch.
Wow, you're so cool.
Yeah. No big deal. I was the RA too.
No,
It was pretty sweet.
man.
Yeah. I was letting stuff slide left and right.
Yeah, it's really cool, man.
Yeah.
It's like, come sit down on my seat.
Yeah. And then you put the armrest down.
You put their seatbelts on. It's like, buckle your seatbelts. You're about to go to college.
Yeah. It had like a center armrest thing that when you fold it down would have, like cup holders and like a little tray.
That's so cool.
But the way I had it was you'd put it down and literally velcroed to the tray were the remotes for my TV and VCR. So it was like zzz.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You're like, that's like Back to the Future shit.
Yeah, except it was Velcro and a van seat, I guess. But it's close.
So the same.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. I like that.
So you're from St. Louis? That's what
Yeah.
you're saying?
I just came from I came from my friend's birthday party tonight, and I don't really keep in touch with anyone but my friend who I drive around with, and I found out that like everyone is married and dead.
Married and dead?
No, sorry, or
Oh, okay.
Or.
Okay.
Right.
it's pretty crazy. Do you guys keep in contact with? Do you know what's happening?
I have a core group of friends back home. I actually saw them somewhat recently because I went home to see my brother's child who was recently born.
Right.
From the
Yeah.
sex, right?
From the sex,
Okay.
yes. Yeah, I stay in touch with like a core group. One of them recently, or I guess a little while ago now, had sex because he just had a child.
Oh, cool.
So one of them has a child now, which is cool. Yeah. No, I kind of know what's going on with a core group of people from high school.
Do you?
Yeah, but unintentionally. My hometown's pretty close to here.
Oh.
So like I'll run into people.
Brooklyn?
Yes. No. I'm from Westchester.
Oh, yeah,
so,
yeah.
I'll run into people at Grand Central. Same thing. They're like, did you hear this person got married?
So many people.
Sure.
So
That's
many
great.
people get married. It's just people are changing their lives left and right.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was the year the last year or two, a lot of people got married from my high school. But I don't think I know of anyone that's died in the last
That's
couple of years
good.
from high school, which is nice.
That is nice. I feel like there's like an obligation to tell their future spouse that they're disgusting. You know what I mean? Because like you knew them in high school and you know like how disgusting they can be.
Yeah, you might even know their families and stuff.
Yeah, but it's like I saw
bad.
that person put a hamburger in their nose. You know what I mean? And it's like they're married now. You got to tell somebody.
Yeah.
That's pertinent information.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple pairs in the last 2 years that have gotten married that are from like they're both from my high school, and one of them were like high school sweethearts.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. It's
a lot of info.
There was a reunion. I didn't go to the reunion though, but the reunion promised heavy apps.
So they don't have to. They can't do a sit down meal.
No.
They can't spring for that, but they're gonna get heavy apps.
That's the worst combination of descriptors. I mean, what? Can you imagine a worse food to eat? Heavy apps at a party?
Yeah. It
Heavy
means you have
A party where you have to like reconnect with people you haven't seen in 10 years.
That means there's cream cheese in everything.
Yeah. You're using a tiny little plate while holding a drink and your
Heavy
other things,
apps, yeah.
and you're trying to eat like
That's not finger food. That's fork.
right, but you're eating fork food.
Yeah.
Like a carbonara or something.
Yeah.
And you're slurping it up while trying to reconnect with this guy you took shop class with, 10 years ago.
Heavy apps.
Yeah.
That's what it said on the invitation. And it was $25.
Open bar?
No.
God. Yeah, that's a lot.
I mean, it's a hoax.
I think my 10-year high school reunion was a $60 ticket.
No.
Uh-huh.
Nobody that's the thing where they up the price to make it seem like there's value. That's what people do all the time.
Uh-huh. And guess
like,
who fell for it?
No.
Uh-huh.
No.
I definitely went to my 10-year. It was probably like something like $40 or $50. And I think it wasn't even heavy apps. I think it was literally just like, we get to be at this shitty bar in Boston.
50, that's outrageous. That's like saying a fidget spinner is $14 and they're like, oh well, this is a better fidget spinner. But it's not, it's the same fidget spinner.
Yeah, for sure.
You just went to high school with those people for free.
Yes. Yeah.
And now it's like they don't age well. Nobody ages well.
No.
I didn't. Who did?
I don't know. Some people like figured themselves out, which was nice, I think.
I thought I would. I had a back brace and everything, and I was like, maybe it'll happen. The transformation, it never did. It only got worse.
You thought you were set up to transform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Like, get the back brace off, you're going to be a butterfly. It's just, I've stayed worm.
I don't think you're a worm.
You had transformation. You used to be 75 pounds.
I weigh the same weight that I graduated high school at. I have not transformed physically at all. Yeah.
That's insane.
Wow.
I don't like that.
Sorry, dude.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's not. I don't know if it's healthy. To be perfectly honest.
Well, you'll never know.
You'll never know.
See, yeah, I think I talked myself into going to my reunion to like maybe hoping that I felt like I had stuff together. Be like, I moved out of home. Mm-hmm. You guys are still here, so yes, I wanted to be better than people. Mm-hmm. And I was kind of hoping somebody would show up as our high school mascot because all of the emails were coming in with the little picture of our mascot, which was a pelican. Mm-hmm. And I just wanted to see that one more time.
A pelican?
Specifically a pelican costume.
You wanted to see that one more time.
Yeah. I needed like closure.
What was the significance of the mascot in your life?
I mean, to be fair.
Did you play sports?
I was in marching band.
I'm sorry. I'm like just picturing a scenario right now of you and the pelican in like a dimly lit gym with a drop spot, and Berlin's "Take My Breath Away" is playing as you guys stare at each other from across the court.
So you were at my prom.
Yeah.
Dum, 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 dum. I don't know. It was terrifying to get that little picture for like 2 months in my email.
Yeah.
So I need to like recontextualize. That is how I'm going to justify that. And I refuse to give up on it.
Yeah.
Can I tell you something?
Yes.
Our mascot was the Greyhounds, but then, which is an animal, right?
Yes.
But the girls' teams, the mascot was the Lady Hounds.
Ladies can't be gray.
Lady Hound isn't a dog. I think that's what you call a bitch. That's truly to the definition, bitch.
That is rough.
Lady Hound.
Is it still the case?
Yeah, go Lady Hounds.
That's bad.
That's not an animal.
Right.
Didn't
The best case of like gendered mascots in Eastern Massachusetts was Salem. Salem was the witches because that's what they're famous for. But so then like the men had to have the different name, which I think is a very rare thing with high school mascots.
Was it the Warlocks?
Yeah, because they got nothing. They're not very creative.
Why don't they make a CW show about warlocks?
I don't know.
Warlocks don't have any exposure.
That is true.
There's wizards, and that's different.
Right. There's something that seems I don't know why, but their cultural like cachet is low. Right. No one's like interested in it.
Yeah, native mages.
Right.
Nobody gives a shit about mages.
We don't talk enough about them. Mages, paladins.
I know
Paladins?
Mm-hmm.
What's? I thought that sounds like a grammar thing. What is a paladin?
It's a magic caster in D&D.
Oh,
Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right. I thought you were like, I didn't hear it at first, and then they're like, it's a magic caster in D&D. Like
Indeed.
Indeed. That's your new catchphrase. Indeed.
Oh, good. That's
a magic caster is different than a wizard.
Yes. How? I don't remember. I think the differentiation. Mm-hmm. You got to hear me talk about garbage plates, and now D&D. I think paladins fall more on like the religious side of things. So like they have like holy symbols. And a wizard has a scroll and a
wand. People are not buying this, Pat.
Oh, I know.
I'm buying it. I mean, I don't
and
know.
And none of you know either, so it's fine.
I'm here
well,
to-
you know.
One man knows.
I remember in college. You're right.
I was right.
Pat was right.
Nice job.
Thanks.
Holy warrior.
Oh.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah, that's great.
In college, I remember there was I would always work in this little library in where I lived. Like there was a little library in the house, and I remember every Sunday the D&D players would come into the library and play like loud games of D&D.
Uh-huh.
And I remember thinking like, how am I the nerd? You know what I mean? Like I was the nerd for studying in the library, but like these guys are truly the most. They were so nerdy, but they were cool because they had friends.
Yeah. and I would think confidence if they're loudly playing.
Yes, because they saw me and they're like, "Fuck her," you know what I mean? And they were like, "We're gonna play a game of talking in a library."
That's rude. Dude.
Well, they were confident.
Yeah. They didn't have it like reserved to play D&D.
I mean, if a bunch of paladins come into a room, they're not going to step for anybody. They're holy warriors.
Yeah. They're on a mission from God.
They're on a mission from God, and they don't use scrolls, libraries. They have what is it? Scarves? What do they have?
Religious
yeah.
objects.
Religious scarves. Let's go with that. That
Scarves.
sounds awesome.
That sounds fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, they used to at my college they would play in like our study rooms and for like 12 hours straight. And that's too many hours to be playing that game. Playing any game, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot. Monopoly's really long too.
Yeah.
Have you ever played
12 hours of Monopoly would be...
Have you played a full game of Monopoly? It takes
Not since I was
forever.
a kid,
It takes so long. It takes a
I feel
full
like that
day.
would like destroy friendships though.
It does. You destroy people and you get ahead by lying.
Yeah.
It's a bad game. If you ever played a hotels, because you can play to houses and then you're like, let's stop. If you play to hotels, you're never going to be friends with them again.
It busts friendships.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Monopoly, right, is like it is a game of an awful economy, basically, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I ask you guys something?
Yes.
Scarves are back.
Yes.
Made me think of scarves are
course.
back. You know, little scarves you wear around your neck.
Yes.
Can you just start wearing them?
I think so.
Or
Like, does someone have to give you permission?
no, but did you have to be wearing them this whole time?
I get where you're coming from.
I feel like I would just dive into it.
Well, you could, but then people are going to say something.
Yeah.
Oh, scarf. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because trends are there to people naturally are going to jump on a trend,
Right.
right? But then you want to somehow avoid being a person who is identified as jumping on the trend. You want to,
Especially
be ahead of the
scarves.
curve.
Yeah. Scarves are
Especially
tough.
scarves.
Maybe you start with a
Scarves.
small scarf and slowly work your way up to a noticeable one.
Oh, like a skin
Like-
colored scarf.
Yeah.
Very thin, matches your skin tone
Yeah.
type of scarf.
Sheer.
People
Okay.
might think your neck's weird.
And they won't say anything about that.
No.
I did once. I was the first time I got on the Tonight Show. I was so excited, and someone emailed me, and they were like, "Based on your neck, you have it's very serious thyroid disease."
Oh, God.
Were they right?
I don't know. I haven't gotten it yet,
Yeah. Good.
but it was really upsetting because I was like, "Oh, this is what exposure brings you."
That's a very upsetting
Yeah.
email to get.
Yeah,
Or message.
because if you Google thyroid stuff, it literally it lists every symptom you've ever had.
Yeah.
Where it's like fingers, sometimes hurt, sometimes feel normal. Your hair is not what you want it to look like all kinds of things. Or it's just like, well, that's me. Yeah, that's me. You're like,
Yeah.
you can't smell some stuff the right way. And there's, there's always some time where they're like, do you smell that? And you're like, no.
Yeah.
Thyroid.
Everything you look up is cancer or like life-threatening or whatever. And I looked up something the other day and it told me that I had what's the thing that pirates
Chicken pox.
Scurvy.
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 Yeah. Chicken pox. Yeah.
Close.
No, this was it was over the winter, so like I had dry skin and I looked up something and it was like, "Oh no, you have scurvy." No, I don't
No,
think so.
you've had lemons.
I've had lemons.
You got to
yeah.
eat citrus.
Yeah.
Someone told me recently that part of the popularity of putting citrus in water is to combat scurvy.
Well,
Like, people put citrus in water because it
Yeah.
tastes
I feel
nice,
like
I
the
think.
people that put citrus in water don't have to worry about scurvy.
No. I think they were claiming, though, that was like what popularized it was an era.
Oh, like
in which- an
originally?
era in which you had to like worry about that.
Oh, that's
The
like
way you could
iodine and
fend it off.
salt.
Yeah.
That's what iodine's in salt.
Right.
I got a salt today that was a really good salt. And
Like you bought some salt or you got it.
I got it a while ago, but I just used it today. It's such a good salt, but doesn't have any iodine.
Okay. Are you worried?
Well, yeah, because I'd like it. Where you get iodine from? If you're not going to get it from salt.
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's necessary.
This feels like a big blind spot in my life.
Mhm.
That's like when somebody told me about B vitamins. I didn't know.
I didn't know. I don't know. Where are we getting that?
I still don't know much about it.
Well,
But I
So you're
stopped eating. Well, so I stopped eating meat and dairy, and someone's like, "Okay, so you must be taking like a B vitamin supplement." And I was like, "No, my diet's still like okay. My doctor hasn't like told me anything's wrong yet." But that planted the bug in my head, and so I looked it up, and it's like the only place you can get B vitamins is from animal products.
what?
So I just like haven't been
What do you
having
mean?
them for like 2 years.
What?
B6 and B12, I think specifically.
What?
Yeah.
Fuck.
And it's like they're part of your energy store, and so you get tired if you don't have them.
Energy store?
Yeah, the store you go to in your body for energy. Everything's free. It's cool. It's a cool store, but you do have to visit it in order to operate.
24-hour energy store.
Yeah. But so I think they were trying to describe it as like your life bar in a video game.
Oh,
Or maybe more like your turbo in a video game.
you lost me.
It's like when you can go fast.
What?
Yeah.
What
Like
video?
an NBA Jam,
Okay.
which is a basketball
I don't
game.
care. Yeah.
You have a little bar
I
that
have
like
no-
you can use
I
up
don't care
your
at all.
it's like turbo.
You've lost me.
And it goes
completely.
faster. And you run,
Okay.
dunk. And
And then it's like teams win.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So where do the vitamins come?
B6 and B12. I take a supplement now.
Cool.
Because I learned.
Does that mean we're a medical podcast now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Weren't we always?
Some might say.
No one would. Your family, so you're saying you grew up in a quiet household?
Well, no, there was people were talking all the time, but no music.
Okay.
No music. I guess they sold the record player when I was a kid, and then we never had music playing.
And your brother wasn't into music really either?
I guess in the car he played music, but he wasn't really into music either. No.
Yeah.
We were kind of a TV house.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That was pretty good. We were pretty good at watching TV.
What were the big like family programs that everyone liked?
Oh, nobody liked the same thing. No.
Okay.
We used to go to a movie on Christmas Eve, and we had to vote on what movie we wanted to watch. And almost every year, we would just all go to different movies.
What kind of movies did each member of your family like?
I remember a big controversy was over True Lies.
Yep.
They really wanted to go to True Lies, and I refused. Oh, Backlash.
I don't know.
That's the one about fire?
Backdraft.
Yep.
Yep. That's a big one.
That was a big one. Didn't
Yeah.
want to see that.
No. Were you the outlier though? Or
Sure,
yeah.
I was. Who cares?
Who cares? Yeah.
I'm difficult. Are you guys?
No.
I think I'm pretty agreeable.
Okay. Well,
I'm pretty agreeable.
yeah, it's fine. No,
Yeah.
it's fine to do that, but you actually get what you want if you're difficult.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. I enthusiastically went to my high school reunion. I was very happy about it. So I'm easy.
What do you mean?
I was like excited to see everyone
Ew.
and was like this is gonna be so great. We get to catch up.
So
Yeah, it sounds sad. But
no,
was
I think
into
it's
it.
because you weigh the same as you did when you were in high school.
Yeah. That's the thing is like a lot of the other guys have lost the same amount of hair as me, but I have stayed the same weight. And so
Yeah,
I can
it's
lord
really
that
good.
over them
That's
pretty
really
well.
good.
Yeah. But they all also like, they're like married and are buying houses and stuff.
Yeah. Who cares?
So.
You got to take care of it.
Yeah.
The house.
It's true.
Sorry, the house.
Yeah.
You got to take care of it, that wife. You got to take care of it. Even just having I just moved into my apartment by myself. I'd always had roommates.
Yeah.
And even just having an apartment where I lease it, I lose my mind over it, trying to take care of it.
Yeah.
So hard to take. I can't. You see a spider, then you got to be like, well, it's time to take care of spiders.
Yeah. It's one of the major turnoffs of home ownership to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
You got to care for that thing. I
Yeah.
like having a landlord. It's great. Someone does a thing. It has to be done.
What's your landlord's first name?
Chris.
Oh, what about you?
Also, Chris. Also, we're roommates.
It's true.
What started first, the podcast or the roommates?
Roommates.
Roommates.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Uh-huh.
This is the world you've walked into.
Yeah. Oh man, do you guys always get along?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever had like a real fight or anything.
I once was roommates with someone and then I started dating them.
Mm-hmm.
That was a really bad idea. What?
Why? Is that what
Why?
somebody asked?
Why is it a bad idea or why did I start dating them? I started dating them because I was sad, and it was a bad idea because we had another roommate,
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, yeah.
and so I had to move out.
We also have another roommate.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
And they don't want to do a podcast, or
It would be too many white guys on the stage.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's room for
And there is room,
there's room.
but
I think there's room for one more white guy.
podcast actually came before the roommate.
Okay,
in this
sure.
case, in this
You can
specific
tell him that.
scenario.
But what? Is he a comedian?
No.
What's he do?
Can we say?
Sure.
I don't know.
You're here and you're not on stage. You make him come to this?
I didn't make him do anything.
You guys are leaving the house. You're like, we're going to our podcast. And then he's like, I guess I'll come along.
To be fair, we've had other roommates that have stayed home. So, you know.
You're the
that's
only
no
one that
choice.
comes?
They put it in the lease.
Yeah.
Wow. Have you been to every one?
Since I've lived with them.
Oh my God.
It's a good roommate.
You gotta give him a guest spot.
All right. You heard it here first.
Who has the biggest room? You do?
Yeah.
And who has the second biggest room? This is so fucked up. This is so fucked up.
It's my fault.
Why is it your fault?
That's what they told me.
It's not your fault.
Your fault. This is just how being a host on this show works.
I cannot believe it. You have the biggest room
Yeah.
and you have the second biggest room. And you gloat over it with a podcast. A medical podcast you have no reason to. Do you work in the medical profession?
Unofficially.
He does. That's a lie.
That's a lie. Okay, unofficial. Are you a drug dealer?
No, I wouldn't have the smallest firm.
Oh, right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. You're the drug dealer.
Yeah. I'm the dealer. I got all those B vitamins.
That's pretty rad. You deal to vegans. Wow.
Pretty sick.
I learned a lot in the last 4 minutes.
You did?
Yeah. I think it's a good stopping point, actually. Joe, thank you so much
Thank
for
you
being
for
on our
having
show.
me.
Everyone
This
give it up
is
for Jo Firestone. All right. Now, if you want to listen to Shadow Monster's cover of King Floyd's Groove Me, head on over to repeater.show where it's available to stream.
If you just listened to it, great. If you're saving it for later, we hope you enjoy it. But for now, let's drop back into the live recording and get a couple more songs from Shadow Monster.
This is a song called Temporary Love. Tell me how this time is different. I saw you with that girl again. Tonight, every night in my head, her image burned there. And I know you did me wrong, but I believe it. I can't believe I just forgot those words. I'm like not happy about it. Image burning, and I know you did me wrong. My heart still beats for you alone, but for now I'll just stay gone. Shake my head and walk along, so don't you leave me out. 'Cause this is madness. Make it stop. 'Cause I've had it, and I need to know. This is temporary love. I need to know that this is temporary. Make it stop. 'Cause you're the only one I love. Make it end. Say this is temporary love. Say this is temporary love. The one that you're now dreaming of. 'Cause ours is better than the rest. Ours has roots down in my chest. But every time you go missing, I'm just left alone here panicking. But I will catch you when you fall. I will catch you. So don't you leave me out. 'Cause this is madness. Make it stop. 'Cause I've had it, and I need to know. This is temporary love. to know this is temporary. Make it stop, 'cause you're the only one I love. Make it end. So this is temporary love. Oh my God, where are you? Where are you? Through all of this madness, we've been screaming so long. We can march all we want. Nothing's gonna stop the racist president. I can't call you at night just to see. Oh my God, where can you be? I wonder where they go. When my friends die, I look all around me for some sign in the sky saying they're all alright. Maybe I'll see them float by if the light hits right. Until then, I'll look for footprints in the snow. I wonder where they go. All my dreams are killing me. Tell me how long must I keep this running? 'Cause I write all day, then I drink all night. It's like walking around with 10 million minds, and I swear one of them's turning on me. What do I got to show for this dream? I wake up just to see he's still gone. Tell me how long will this just surprise me? 'Cause I gave it my best, and look, still he left. I'm here cleaning up, he's off having sex. Must this emptiness last so long? I wake up just to see he's still gone. Must this emptiness last so long? I wake up and my love is still gone. Thank you. I'm Shadow Monster. Thanks for having me.
If you want to keep up with Jo Firestone, check out jofirestone.com for dates and information on projects that she is working on. In addition to writing for The Tonight Show, Jo hosts about 1,000 shows all around town. and you'd be so glad you saw any one of them.
And to keep up with Shadow Monster, check out theshadowmonster.com, where you can find music, videos, tour dates, and more.
Woo! That was fun. And from what I can recall, the least we have ever talked about the song.
Yeah, I mean, we did have a lot to say about pretty much everything. Food, scarves, medicine.
A lot of fun tangents. Hope you guys enjoyed all those tangents.
I hope you learned some things.
Absolutely. I know that we really love to see Shadow Monster play some of those songs.
She was so good and that guitar was so cool.
Oh, yeah. She had a beautiful Fender Jaguar that if you're listening to this on your headphones, we're so sorry you didn't get to see it. It's gorgeous. And we cranked up the volume at QED, and it was very fun.
We're going to get that place rocking every night.
You know it. Just like we like to rock your podcast machines. Guys, thanks so much for joining us. Until next time, hit repeat.
Evan, put a shirt on.
Repeater is hosted by Evan Ford Barden and Patrick Cartelli at QED in Astoria, Queens, a place to show and tell. Find out more at QEDAstoria.com. Our show is supported in part by Hi-Fi Records and Cafe in Astoria. Visit them from wherever you are at hi-fi-records.com. Editing by Stephen Garvey. Theme music by the Sun Lions. Everything else by Love Nest Productions. Welcome to Repeater.